Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more Crossroads Inn here in the Mulligan, where the dartboard is proving to be very, very popular. People love playing darts. Not so much with the Bard stage. I put the Bard stage down, and the comment section was pretty clear. Yeah, you actually have to unlock the Bards. I thought that might be the case, but you know what? I'm gonna buy the Bard stage at some point anyway. I notice we're not actually growing any turnips. Let's make sure we're growing just terrible, terrible things that nobody wants. We may as well keep stockpiling them. We may as well have that doing something, because at some point in time, we'll have something that needs turnips, and boy, will we have a lot of turnips. So another comment that came up, once again, comment section of Crossroads Inn. I am firmly in the camp that it's the best comment section I've had for any series, in terms of being helpful and good advice, and just being all around good eggs. Let's get the Bard stage out of the way, because a commenter had a very good idea about the marble table that we have. Now, we bought this because I unlocked it, and it's quite decorative. It's a nice table, but I didn't see a way for people to actually use it. It seemed to be purely decorative. So I'm going to just kind of kick it out of the corner here and give it a little bit more room. Now, the commenter had said if we grab a chair and we put it on the diagonal like this, and then we control key it into okay, this is what the commenter was talking about. When the table is illuminated like that, not the red, but illuminated like that, if I understand the comment correctly, we're making kind of a set, that the table and chair will be one set now. So if I lock that in there, let's see if somebody actually uses it. Because now, theoretically, the table is connected to the chair, and somebody could sit at it. We'll see how that goes. And we'll just keep the Bard stage out there for right now. Actually, I'll just move that out of the way so it doesn't interfere with the beekeeping process. Now, if we need to unlock Bards, where do they live? Well, I'm darned if I can find them in here. If you know in the comment section, please let me know. I'm looking at this thing very thoroughly, and I can't see anything that looks like a bard. If you want to drop a comment that says, hey, Dave, they're right next to the bread or something, that would be great. I'd appreciate it, because I don't immediately see... there they are. Unlocks bards. Great. We're actually right next to that. We could unlock that, theoretically, next time after we use this one point. So super. I could get... I will need either beans, which I really don't want right now, or better quality workers. That's a good unlock. I wanted to get the travelers, but I really want the bards. Oh, so many upgrades, so few upgrade points. All right, I'm going to take better quality workers. That will get me to bards. Perfect. And what are we going to make down here? Oh, yeah, we're going to start making our own booze. Okay. Yeah, I do want to favor this kind of quadrant of the map here. There's some good stuff down here. I mean, there's good stuff everywhere. But I want to kind of keep going down this route here and get, well, bards, our own booze. We're probably going to need more production facilities for that. And then eventually this will lead to ladies of negotiable affection, which sounds very, very complicated. And another commenter was saying I missed a recipe down in Ricody. I think it was Ricody that the commenter had said about something that would appeal to the outlaws. I don't see that recipe. It's got the bread oven, which is great. Nothing smells better than a freshly baked bread. You are entirely correct about that. That is pretty much the most wonderful smell in the world, but not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a recipe. It is down there. Do I have to boost my influence with them? I probably do. Yeah, I do. I got to get that influence up one more. We're at 32%. If I can get 5 blue scrolls, and I've got 3 already, we could get that recipe, because that is a sausage thing. So first of all, we've got sausages. We have other things that have sausages, so not such a great burden on our stocks and our storage. But if it appeals to the outlaws, that's great, because we only have one thing that appeals to the outlaws right now, and that's the moonshine. What are you telling me over here? What is your problem, game? New quest is available. Yeah, we don't actually have that yet. But people are generally... Well, I was going to say people are generally pleased. No, they actually hate the place. They like the low prices. They hate basically everything else in the Mulligan. All right, fine. What do I do with that information? And is anyone sitting at my marble table yet? No. Okay. I probably just need more people in the door. We've got 940 gulden. And our storage... Is there anything I really, really need? I'm going to need apples soon. Because that apple juice just kills it here. Absolutely kills it. We have 15 turnips, 10 of which are high quality, 5 of which are not. Choose wisely. And we'll have some more fairly soon. The only thing I'm really going to need is apples and moonshine in the near future. If I did a small order for those, and then maybe took some guldens and hired a town crier, that might be the way to go. You're checking out the banner. You're Roman. All right, you're checking out the banner. You're kind of into that. The inn is really clean, but it's poor service, so we kind of neutraled out on you. I gotta get better service. Okay, I need a plan. Like I've ever had a plan, but I need some kind of plan here. Well, despite unlocking better workers, higher quality workers, no one's actually shown up yet in the hiring pool. So we'll keep an eye on that and see when that refreshes. I would love to start getting better and better people in here and start weeding out the low quality workers. Not Stig. Stig is my GM. Stig will be here forever. I will die with Stig in this game. But the other workers that are not so great, maybe a few of them are drunks, including the owner of the tavern. I know, don't bother with the comment. I know that character is not supposed to actually be me, but in my mind, he's me, and I'm just, I'm sweeping the floor. I'm actually doing something productive. Great, okay. 1126 gulden on the old counter there. I think the first part of my plan is going to start to come together, which is small order for apples and moonshine, and then a town crier. Let's see how I'm going to execute that. So I did a couple of small orders. I couldn't find anywhere that had moonshine and apples in the same place. So I've ordered moonshine from the monks and apples from Incredible Farmers. Now, town crier in Ricody. Let's see if... Okay, this will attract nothing but the peasants, the distressed. But they don't need anything. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm going to go with this one anyway. It's a good effect score of 16. Of course, I don't actually know what that's rated out of. Is that 0 to 100? Is that 0 to 20? I have no idea. It's a little pricey at 440. This is pretty much all my guldens right there, but it will get butts on seats. It will get some people from Ricody coming up here. Mostly, I just want to fill the place to see if the little experiment with the marble table works, because nobody's sitting at it yet. Maybe the distressed don't want to sit on it because the table is too nice. That might be a factor. The distressed don't like things that are too fancy, so maybe they don't actually want to sit on it. Or maybe I've done it wrong. I'm sure by the time I'm saying this, someone will have corrected me in the comments if I didn't do that correctly, but it seemed to work. The table did seem to sort of link up with the chair. Oh, we'll keep an eye on it. So I'm over here at the Cursed Hill, and they've got cabbage. I'm going to go away from that for right now. I've got a stupid plan, as usual. I've got a very, very stupid plan, but I think I'm going to execute it. So if I go to... Oh, yes, my apples have shown up. Excellent, good deal. Plenty of apple juice for everybody. So if I go to my little journal, we have these 3 quests to get different kinds of food in the building. And all 3 of them will raise my fame. Some of them we already have. So, Northern Riches, garlic, mustard, honey, cabbage, and sausage. Well, the only things we don't have are cabbage and mustard. All the other things we generally have on hand. I actually don't have honey right now, but I could make honey. I can turn the beehive over to making honey, so that's not a problem. This one, cheese, venison, grapes, and beans. We don't have any of those. But I could go out and buy them. We've kind of looked at these tasks before, and I haven't done it because I don't have the guldens to really just be buying food we're not using. To the best of my knowledge, food does not go bad in Crossroads Inn. So I could get this venison and keep it in a storage shelf, unrefrigerated, for game years, and somehow it will not spoil. To the best of my knowledge. I could be 100% wrong about that. And I invite myself to be corrected in the comments about that. But that would be, if I could nail those 3 tasks, that would be 15 fame. I want 14 fame, because I want to get to people actually wanting to rent a bed here, because I built the guest room basically day one and nobody wants to stay there. Because, well, they don't really need it. And they'll also want to smoke, which is fine. This is a smoking facility. This is not a non-smoking tavern. You are welcome to smoke here. So I've got a terrible plan. My terrible plan first involves taking a loan, and so we already see the game just crashing and burning at this point. But where's the banks gone these days? I know there's one around here. Somebody, no, that's Plowvin, that's Gilligore, that's Peeping Tom. I know there's a bank here. Where did it go? There we go. Loan of Yorvale. Come talk to me. Wait, you're a market as well? What do you have? Do you have mustard? Because I'm really looking for mustard. You do not. You have perfume, which is weird. That will probably be for the ladies of negotiable affection, I imagine. But that's actually not what I want out of you. I want money. Lots of it, in large quantities. Some of it on film, others here in the studio. If you get that reference, congratulations, you are totally on the right channel for that. So if I wanted to take, I don't know, 5,200 gulden. That's a lot of gulden. We may have to do the robbing Peter to pay Paul thing that we did in the campaign. I'm taking that money. I'm also going to go get a piece of paper, and I'm going to write down all of the food that I need to get. And then I'm going to go out into the world and spend that now 6,000 gulden that I've got getting all those things, which will be a really, really quick 3 fame points. This is a terrible plan. Somebody should stop me. But you're not here in person, so you can't stop me. You can't pull my hand away from the mouse. I'm doing this. Right. That took a while. So exciting news. Somebody is using the marble table. So thank you again to that commenter. That totally worked. Now I'm wondering if I could set up other chairs around the table that would link up with that set. So that did work. Somebody can now use the marble table. I just did a lot of ordering. A lot. That was quite a bit of time that I was scanning around the map there trying to find all these things. I didn't find all of them. So I could not anywhere on the map find beans, citrus, or black tears. I'm sure those might be a little bit more rare, and I might have to unlock some more areas and build my influence up. I know we've got the trellises. I could theoretically start building beans. Actually, do I actually have the trellises? I think I know, actually, I went down to grapes. We don't actually have the trellises yet, but we could start working on the concept of growing our own beans in a few upgrade points. But I think I got enough things to satisfy 2 of those quests, of the food quests, of getting these ingredients on hand. I also, while I was out and about, I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to have to order honey because it's going to take a while for the bees to make honey if I transfer them from wax to honey. But anyway, long story short, I just bought honey. I had a bunch of guldens. I bought honey. And then I thought to myself, well, hey, if you're buying honey, you may as well, if we go to the menu, we have that roasted nuts thing. If you're getting the honey anyway, you may as well get the nuts. So I did. Those are on their way, theoretically. I did a lot of orders. I hope I did all of that correctly. I am going to confirm that. Thank you very much. And then I also, while I was out and about in the world, it hasn't shown up yet, but I ordered ale. So that's another beverage we could add to the menu. So we'll have a bunch of barrels of ale coming in, which reminds me I should get, not a build mode thing at all, I should get another barrel. So let's get, let's move the jug out of the way. Let's move that over there. And let's put another barrel over here. And this will be, I can't quite do it. If I do it, I kind of can sort of get it in there, but I really feel that might mess with pathing. I don't want to take that chance that the staff won't actually be able to get to it. Ooh, I'm kind of running out of space in the old tavern here, aren't I? Where might you possibly live? I suppose if we move this here, and then we get a barrel here? It's not my ideal spot, but it will kind of do for right now. And then let's designate you. No, don't move that. Get out of that. Thank you. Go back on. Go back on Crossroads Inn. Let's designate you to be just ale. So you're not going to... Where's ale? Oh, it's in here somewhere because it's not alphabetical, which is very, very fussy. One of the orders showed up because I just got my happy music, which means that we probably have the things. Or we did the thing where we satisfied 10 people. I'll figure it out in a sec. Yeah, sure, there's ale all the way down at the bottom, not in alphabetical order. That word begins with A. How about we put that up at the top? No? Okay. Did I not claim this one ages ago, build a guest room? I did that a bazillion years ago. But apparently, either that just popped because we have a little fame, we've raised our fame to 13, except I'm not actually sure what raised the fame to 13. Was it building a guest room that I already had? I'm very confused. This is sort of a chicken and the egg thing. Did I build the guest room and got to 13, or did my fame go to 13 and I got the 13th thing? Anyway, long story short, I'll take your 500 gulden, and I'll take your 500 gulden. Thank you very much. That's a quick 1,000 gulden. That's how math works. And when these orders finally show up, I mean, they're coming from all over the world. It was a very slapdash haphazard order. But when they do show up, we should tick off another fame point, which gets us to 14, which means that people will actually want to sleep here. I know I've got the upgrade point after doing that. I'm just going to hold on until the orders show up, and I've got, there's some of it coming in right now. I did also order some of the staples too, so I threw some bread in there, some lager, all the things that we generally need I got. And in preparation for what I hope is going to be a rather exciting time in the Mulligan when we get these fame points, I hope it is anyway, I'm going to start a little expansion project here. So that is going to live over there. Okay, come out of that. I just need to move temporarily a few things around. I don't really care where they go. Now, with this being a set, if I move this, check that out. Now they all move together. Oh, well, we should put another chair down then. That seems really fun. Yeah, let's, so on the diagonal, there we go. And it seems to, now it's snapping up perfectly, just like I thought it would. Originally, anyway, before the commenter told me how to do it properly. But, alright, great. Well, now there two people can sit there and they can have a nice chat about, I don't know, whatever it is they want to talk about. Move that over there for right now. Move Candle Skull 2, my favorite Candle Skull in the series. Now, do I want to blow that out a little bit more? Move you over here for right now. Move you over, I don't know, here for right now. Back door still exists, which is good. People can get to the toilet. The staff can get to the wood chopping jacuzzi with what's it. Let's just get this a teensy tiny bit bigger here in the old Mulligan. How about we did that and that? Yeah, I dig that. That's going to work. Now I just kind of need to put everything back together in preparation for the bards, which I'm going to unlock. Now, you are now a perfect corner table. This is the cozy spot of the inn. I don't know if slamming those chairs right up against the wall will mess with pathing. It totally might. We'll keep an eye on that as time goes by. But you can come live over here. Who else did I move? Oh, Candle Skull 2. Yeah, this is going to be the cozy, intimate section of the Mulligan, which sounds weird when I say it out loud, but that's totally where this is going to live. If you want to have a private chat with somebody, you can go over here. Right. All of that being done, now what? Wait for them to build all of that nonsense, of course, and then really just wait for more of these orders to show up. And, P.S., move the bard stage back in to, say, here. Now, the bards path weird on those bard stages. We learned that in the campaign. They just couldn't figure out how to climb up on the little box here. Hopefully that's been fixed, and if it hasn't been fixed, we'll just keep moving things around until they figure out how to make that 6-inch step up. I'm just going to keep redecorating a little bit over here. I'd like to see the jug maybe over by the Candle Skull. And let's make this even more intimate by putting the coffin with the dead guy in it over here. That is exactly where you would go for a private meeting, I feel. I think that looks great. Well, Stig's got a lot to do here with all of these orders coming in. And are you Roman? Yeah, you're Roman. You're helping out. Good. Go back to you a second. Oh, you messed up some jobs. Well, that's fussy. And you're tired. That's really unfortunate, Roman, because this room is not going to be your room for much longer. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that is still technically a staff room. Not for very much longer. Not at the next fame point. I feel we... Oh, actually, now that I say that, where am I going to put a staff room? How much more build space do I have? Okay, I could probably get something going out here for the gang. That's vaguely realistic. You're a guest room. You're a staff room. I suppose better to build it than not build it. No, let's actually wait until we desperately need it. And by desperately need it, I mean, oh wow, she's sitting in the corner nook. Yay! That's a really long way for the staff to walk over there, but that's exactly what I'm doing. This is how this is going down. Speaking of having extra guldens kicking around the office, is there any decoratives we could throw up that we haven't done lately? We don't really have a lot of lights over there, except for Candle Skull 2. We could do Sambrian Banner 2. We've done one of them in the inn. I think it's on this back wall here. Yeah, there it is. There it is. But it is 2 arrows fancy, and it's durable. Not the standing banner, I mean the wall banner. Still 2 arrows fancy. Anything different that we haven't done? Not really. We kind of covered a lot of these. What is that one? Wooden Pillar 1. That would not make as much sense there. Actually, I really like that there. That would make sense. I'd see that in a medieval tavern supporting the second floor that we don't actually have yet. But it offers no value at this point. I'll put that up when I'm a little more free and easy with the guldens. How about Fire Cauldron? No traits. But people do generally like things to be, illuminated. Do we want to do this? I kind of feel that I do. It's only 120 gulden. Yeah, put it up. Let's see what happens. And while I've been waiting for all of these orders to show up, I did pop out and do another sort of general all-purpose order for some of the basics. May as well have stuff coming in. Somebody leveled up. Was that you? Paula, do I do anything about that? We keep leveling up, and I don't really know what to do. You have a little upgrade icon, but I don't know what that really entails. Also, can you please also be very focused on innkeeping, preparing drinks and snacks? Now, a really good commenter left the breakdown of how it works. Wow, our storage is full. How it works between snacks and food and who prepares what. So the servants will prepare some snacks and the kitchen hands prepare the actual meals and all of that stuff. We'll kind of fidget with that as we go along, but really what I just need is more staff, period. Has anyone refreshed the old hiring pool yet? No, nothing in there. Still looking at Haida. Haida, you're just not getting hired here. It's just not going to work out. Seek other employment. Pino is here as a thug, but I kind of don't need you yet. No, I'm just not waiting any longer. Let's go ahead and unlock the bards. I was waiting. I don't know why I was waiting for another upgrade point. I just like spending multiple upgrade points at once, but let's get the bard going. Maybe we can get a bard to show up at some point. And, we just got a green scroll for no readily explainable reason. Get a bard to show up. That's going to make everyone super, super happy if they give a performance here. Wow, that was quick. Ludo's here already. He just kicked down the door. Ludo, start a performance. I need to check your pathing, please. Oh yeah, Ludo is already on board with this. Check Ludo out. Here we go. Oh, everyone is digging this. Everyone is digging this. They're all super happy about having a bard here. This has got to do well for our overall fame and reputation. Just having someone jamming out over here. The little corner nook is getting used. Oh, I love it. Oh, and they're really happy about the music. They're having like a private conversation over here, and they're super chill and happy about Ludo up on stage. I think the loan was basically a good idea. I mean, it'll all end in tears, but I think that was a basically good idea to kind of jumpstart our fame a little by ticking off some of those boxes, and still more boxes to be ticked in. Those multiple orders I did for all those weird ingredients are still coming in. Like, what have you got in your hands? I can't tell. But whatever it is, you've got it, and you're not sick. I'm very happy about both of those things. So Ludo's here jamming out. The private corner is getting use. Everything's looking good. I'm pretty pleased about where the mulligan is going. And then next fame point, we can actually turn this back into a guest room and get some people to pay to sleep here, which will be very, very exciting. So that is probably a good place to call it on Crossroads Inn for today. We will be back with the mulligan next time, of course. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this or look at this nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Robot, how do we rescue you? I don't know how to rescue you. I'm also not sure I ever knew you were a woman. Bugs are inherently stupid, and they get in places and they can't get out. You know what places they get in? Things that are wide open that don't have screens over them. It's a piece of mesh. We figured this out like 100 years ago. What is wrong with the British, the Irish? Is it just a show about foxes all the time? If so, is that some sort of subtle esoteric thing about being a weapons manufacturer, or is it just stuck on the Nature Channel?